Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
We send our prayers to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, for it is due to His blessings that we are able to face each other as women. Well then, let us begin. Hello, my name is Arabella Kaulika from Class 4 BV of English Department, and today I would like to deliver an informative speech tackling the topic of gender-based discrimination and violence against women in Indonesia to achieve Sustainable Development Goal number 5, gender equality. Ladies and gentlemen, in this day and era, patriarchy remains deeply rooted in Indonesia's social structure. Our society still widely takes gender roles and assigns women to roles inferior to men, thereby forcing them into submission. And this results in an environment which enables gender-based mistreatment and discrimination to thrive. This is exemplified by how Indonesian society and culture discourage women from entering sectors dominated mostly by men. In spite of high demand for human resource following the rapidly changing technology. Despite the fact that more women have taken an active part in their livelihood, compared to men participation rate at 82.31%, the participation rate of Indonesian women in labor market remains low at 53.13%, according to the Indonesian Minister of Manpower, Fauzia. The barriers which have caused this low participation rate include social boundaries like stereotypes, lack of protection for women's rights, and the double burdens of domestic work and care that women are still struggling to shoulder along with their commercial work. To this day, female workers are still struggling to earn higher than men or get promoted into managerial positions, with only 30% reported to be on such positions. Not only do we have to deal with the issues women have to face in workforce, violence against women remains one of the most prevalent issues which should be resolved, and the COVID-19 pandemic has aggravated it further. Under normal circumstances, women already suffer from forms of gender discrimination, sexual harassment, and domestic violence, and yet the rate seems to increase following lockdowns. According to the reports of United Nations Women on Violence Against Women, financial and health concerns exacerbate the stress in a household under the constraint of quarantine, and this triggers the increase in domestic violence around the world. In fact, at the start of pandemic, on January to May 2020, reports of violence against women increased ninefold from 100 cases to 900 cases per month. This pandemic also greatly hinders the reporting process due to inadequate services and distancing policies, and there are also other factors like the stigma victims have to face over reporting, local norms, which allows violence in domestic environment, and cooperative law enforcement agencies, which make it all even more difficult for women to get justice. To put it simply, even if victims are able to submit a report, the chance to obtain justice remains slim. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that what I have informed may be difficult for some of you to digest. It is truly disheartening that gender equality in Indonesia leaves so much to be desired. However, that does not mean that women's rights are completely helpless. There are a few steps I believe can be the solution to this issue. The first is for working sectors to expand gender quota and establish policies in support of gender equality. If companies and trade unions advocate for equal treatment and wage for all genders, then a stable and secure work environment can be created. The second is to teach female workers both hard and soft skills. Not only these skills can allow them to catch up with modern industry, they can also help women build confidence and break through the class ceiling effect which prevents them from elevating to higher places. And then the third step is to keep protection services for women running even in pandemic. By prioritizing safety protocols and ensuring funds and staffs are relatively stable, women can still submit reports about the violence they are currently facing and ask for protection throughout the legal process. And then, last but not least, is to propose a legal framework which can be used to support women's rights, such as the Anti-Sexual Violence Bill. The bill regulates acts and laws which can protect women by recognizing types of violence, including ones not ruled by the law on domestic violence, and therefore, this can give women a chance to address justice and enforce law to their perpetrators. With violence and discrimination against women going rampant wherever we go, especially in this pandemic-stricken era, it is urgent to find a way for women to be able to reach protection and social rights they are well deserved of. I believe that by taking the first step, we are able to make a better world by realizing a safe and undiscriminating environment for women. Ladies and gentlemen, with deep regrets, I must say that our meeting has come to an end. But before we part, I will deliver a quote from Edward William Woodward du Bois. There is no force equal to a woman determined to rise. For me, that is a powerful quote, and I hope that it can inspire women in Indonesia like how it does to me. I think that's all I can deliver. Thank you for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.